Hello everybody, welcome back to the TheKerbalYoutuber, and today we are playing Kerbal Space Program 0.22. If you saw my goodbye 0.KSP 0.21, no, if you saw my KSP, no, my goodbye KSP 0.21 video, you know that I said goodbye to KSP 0.21. So yeah, TheKerbalYoutuber, Kerman, like that, and this one, accept, and we're going to play in career mode, of course. So we have all the sciencey stuff and bits. So this is the research and development center, and I have zero science. No, the word no is in Dutch zero. So we need 5 science to research basic rocketry. So we start out with a pod and some engines and fuel, an engine, a fuel tank, and a solid rocket booster. And we have no SIS, just one structural part, nothing aerodynamic, utility, only a parachute, and science and communitron. So let's get started. I'm not going to tell the basics of Kerbal Space Program because there are enough tutorials on YouTube for that sort of thing. So yeah, just put 4 of these on here. Let's put this one with the parachute right there. But I'm only gonna explain I'm only gonna explain stuff that's, well, new and update. So I'm gonna explain all the science parts and how transmitting data works and stuff. I think this should be a fun series because, well, KSP career mode is an absolute bunch of fun. No, that's not the right choice of words. I should say absolute metric shit ton of fun. So, a name for the ship. And let's call it Spaceship 1. No, let's call it Simple Simple Rocket Mark 1. Alright, that should be good. Save and launch. So, basically, in the new update, you start off with a few parts and you need to collect science to get more parts. So you can do crew reports, and you can either discard the data, so you throw it in the bin. You can either keep the data, so you can recover the craft later and you get all your science back, or you can transmit it. And this 100% tells you basically how much of the data you get of the scientific value if you transmit if you transmit the data via a antenna or satellite dish. But I'm just going to throttle up because we need the engine in a few moments. Not for the solid rocket booster, but I'm gonna keep the data, and well, let's see. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, liftoff, and we have a beautiful liftoff. Very, very, very fast. Let's turn over a bit because I want to get into the water to stake something that is called a surface sample. Because if you go, well, I'll tell you in a few seconds if we land in the water. So let's see. Oh, we're going up quite high actually. So let's turn over because I won't get into an orbit, that's for sure. But I'll just turn over so I can get to the water. Yeah. So if you noticed it, well, there is it tells you where your science is done. It tells you a message and the data size. That's how much power it needs. Now that's how large it is, and this is just the scientific value. And now it's 3.5, but earlier, while we were on the launch pad, it was 1.5. So I'm gonna keep this data because it's more valuable. Gonna turn off the SAS. And one important thing to note, because since the previous updates, you need electricity to run SAS and move your spacecraft. Well, there aren't batteries for a pretty long time. So yeah. So this was a pretty good flight, a suborbital hop. Nope, I had my wrong finger on the key there. So let's land this thing. Gonna land in the water, I guess. Re-entry effects. Pretty nice. Let's deploy the parachute. So in a few moments we will land, and well, I will explain the EVA stuff. So You can also review the data you have collected, and then you just simply keep it or discard it, or whatever you want to do with it. But also, you need a lot of power to transmit the data. So about 30 units, let's say 30 units of power. So it's not very good to transmit data before you have batteries or solar panels. It's always better to bring back the data, because if you do science with science parts, like not a command part or with your Kerbal, then you get a lower transmit value. So if you have like 5 signs collected from something and you transmit it, but you only get 50% of it back if you transmit it, well, you only get 2.5 signs. So I'm gonna show you some EVA stuff. If you let go, and well, you can do an EVA report, and well, that's good for science, but you can also take surface samples. So you've taken a sample of the water. It appears to dramatically increase the surface humidity of anything it touches. Alright then. So it's 12 signs worth, but if we bring it back in the pot and transmit it with our antenna, we only get 50% of it back. And if we transmit the data, well, you can't, because there's no COM devices. So can you keep it? And if I can, no, I can't get in back into pod and do the pod, so that's not a problem, because if you just go to the Space Center, it will basically squeeze all the science out of, well, if you recover debris, yes, now we have 15 signs. If you recover, now we have 26 signs. If you recover, like say an anti-command pod with some signs left in it, or a Kerbal on EVA, it will just get the signs out of it and then recover it. And if you have like debris of like you accidentally detach of some science part, no worries. If you recover it and it has science in it, well, you still get the science back. So yeah, let's unlock basic rocketry, because well, that's the only thing we can unlock now. We get stack decouplers. We didn't have them before, and we get the mystery goo containment unit. Sorry, and some more fuel tanks. So with the mystery goo containment unit, you can do all sorts of science. If you're in different environments, like upper atmosphere or deep space or close to planets, it all behaves differently. So you get different data every time you do an do another experiment with the Mr. Goo containment unit if you're somewhere else. So, well, we still have some science left, so this is general rocketry. You get the gimbling engine, separatrons, and a big solid fuel booster. And if we go to stability, you get an aerodynamic nose cone, and a winglet, and some radial decouplers. And to survivability, we get another parachute, landing legs, and a landing engine. So first, I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to unlock general rocketry, and if we unlock this, we get 2 new things: advanced rocketry, we get a radial mounted engine, and a larger fuel tank. And with general construction, you get struts, stability enhancer, a bigger radial decoupler, and a tricoupler. But we'll get to this stuff later. But I basically want this because it has the gimbling engine, and it's really good for getting into orbit. So, because we don't have the radial mounted decouplers yet, I want to show you a little trick I have discovered. Well, I have discovered on my own, so I don't know if someone else has discovered it, but probably, most likely, I mean. But yeah, I'm gonna build a rocket, and then I'm gonna end the episode because, well, I don't want to make it too long. So yeah, this will be hopefully to orbit Mark 1. That seems like a good name. Save already, and let's put a parachute on it and a stack decoupler. So I'm first going to put some mystery goo containment units on it, and just in case, an antenna. So I'm just going to use this fuel tank with this engine and a decoupler. So then I'm going to get another of these engines, and because we have this decoupler, I have thought of some system without using radial decouplers, still having sort of radial decouplers. So these go there, and I don't have a part clipping on, so this is just a feature. And then this. So this will work. I've tested it before. Yes, and it works really good, actually. So yeah. And when you get more advanced stuff and such, it gets really fun. But I think it's not fun anymore to play sandbox, because, well, you don't really have a goal. In career mode, you actually have a goal to accomplish something. And, well, if you haven't bought this game yet, and you like space and rocketry and science and stuff, well, buy this game now because, well, it's not too expensive. It's a video game. It has nice graphics. I don't think, but I don't know for sure if it's CPU heavy. I think it is a bit, but well, that's no problem. Actually, I'm going to put these things on, but really, just buy this game already. It's just an amazing game. So yeah, I'm gonna end the episode here because it's already been around 21 minutes. So I will see you in the next episode where I'll be on the launch pad with this rocket. And as I said in my very first video, if I have a weird accent and blah 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 blah, then well, I'm Dutch, so yeah, Dutch people don't have such a good English accent, except for the goldfish. But yeah, I will see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and may the great save be with you.